Good morning, Modern Steaders.
Good morning. We have grass growing.
If you guys are new to the channel, we bought this piece of property last year and we're going to be turning this into our off-grid homestead. We have a lot of work to do, and last week we started raking out this side of our road to get it planted to grass, and the grass seed hasn't even been down for a full week yet. And look at it. A bunch of the clover is coming in, and there's a bunch of little grass seeds all poking up. Can you guys see the green? There's quite a bit up there.
That's a lot right there.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yes.
We did have a little bit of an extra rainfall, like a harder rainfall than we wanted.
We got a really heavy rain 2 nights after we planted the seed, so we were kind of like, oh man. And you can see we got some washed out spots, but a lot of the seed is still where we left it, and it's growing good. So we ended up getting our tractor the other day. Thank you to all of our viewers and subscribers. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have been able to get the TYM tractor from TYM. So we want to thank you guys all for that. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link to that video right here. But we need to start on this side of the road now and get this area raked out. This side's a little bit rougher than the side we did last week, and we could do that side just with a drag behind the mule. This side we're gonna need to go around with the York rake and fix some areas up first, and then we'll drag it. So I'm excited. The tractor's here just in time to start. So we're gonna jump in that right now and get to work. When we brought the tractor up the other day, I took the backhoe back off, put the York rake on, and I didn't do it on video because it usually takes me forever to get a 3-point hitch on. This took me less than 5 minutes. This thing is sweet. It's got a control right here, so you can run your up and down mechanics of your 3-point hitch. So what I did is I just backed up over the York rake. I had all of my hitch opponents high, got to where I needed to, and then just lowered everything down. This lever right here slides it, so it was so slick. I've never put on a 3-point hitch that easy. starting to feel bad. We got the AC going on in here. It's nice and cool. And Gene is out there picking up rocks and it's 90. I'll be getting out in a minute to help, but I'm not gonna lie, the air conditioning in this tractor is nice. I keep having to get out to get sticks out of the York rake and stuff, and I'm like, yep. A tractor with a cab on it, with heat and air conditioning, that's gonna be a game changer. We're almost done with the first pass of the York rake. Hold on, we gotta put it in low gear. We need it in low gear to get up this incline. But we're almost done with this pass with the York rake. Then we'll go around, we'll pick up any of the big stuff, and then we're gonna drag it so we can get it a lot smoother. Looking good. I just got done saying how bad I was feeling. The AC's nice and cold in the tractor, and you're out here picking up the rocks when it's 90.
And with dirty hands and bugs.
You'll have to learn how to run the tractor so you can enjoy the air conditioning one of these days.
Yeah.
We have one big old stump right here that we can't get out, so the Mini's right over here. Let's get that. We'll get a few of these big. It is. It's terrible. I gotta get the excavator out. And then I got some kind of big sharp rock right here. We'll get that out. And then we can get all this area nice and clean and flat and smooth. air conditioning feels nice. I think the air conditioning in here works better than in my pickup truck. That's pretty crazy. So this over here so far is the boniest. Like this stuff and a little bit bigger, but they all came from the house lot side. So it's kind of my thinking, but I don't think down there is gonna be as bad. This area to this side of the maple trees. Ooh, we got a little bit of a breeze. It's 90 degrees, but that breeze just takes that little just nastiness away. It makes it bearable to be working. But this side is the really rocky side. That's why I wanted to start here today. I like to get the hardest part done when I'm working an area and then kind of save the easier stuff for the end. So when you're all getting towards the end, you're not like, oh man, this is really terrible. I got all the hard stuff. But it's coming out good so far. This is gonna make a nice side for the animals. We might put a workshop or a garage right up here because it's nice and flat. We're not 100% decided yet, but it's gonna be nice. You guys have any ideas for this area, for the layout? Leave it in the comments down below. We're always open to ideas.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list. Girl, you can skip this funny business, 'cause up there it's complicated and overrated.
You are? No.
You think you can do it?
I think so.
Like butter. You should have let me get that one. Look light.
A little lighter. These are more your size.
Not that one. Oh, did you just break that one?
No.
I saw it.
No.
I saved those rocks for special projects.
I'm gonna bring them over there. Alright.
There's those ones too.
Oh,
Don't break those ones.
What's the matter? You don't want me to break them?
No.
So at some point, like I'm hoping soon, we want to build a little swimming area over here. So I thought these big rocks that we were digging up today would work out perfect, and Gina wanted to save the flat rocks over here. This is a nice little spring that comes off the mountain. It's cold water. So on hot days like today, it'll be perfect to have a little swimming hole.
Just a little cool off
A
spot.
little place to get in and cool off.
And it'll make it nice and pretty over here.
Oh yeah, that's cold. Turn the AC down and let's lower the drag. Shut it off so you don't have to listen to the noise. Oh, there we go, shut that off. I can't believe it. We already have 8.5 hours on this tractor. Look at that. That's crazy. So far, I'm really pumped with the tractor. The bucket could be a little bit thicker steel by the looks of it, but other than that, everything is functioning awesome. Having air conditioning in here, whew, that's just been awesome. And then having heat in a tractor in the wintertime is going to be even more amazing, I think. It's got a lot of power. It does what we need to do. I've had to go into low range a little bit. When we stop pulling and dragging up the hill, we'll have to downshift it into low, and then it'll go perfect. But man, it is looking good. This side right here, or this third right here, was what I was thinking was going to be the worst, and so far, I was right. I wish I was wrong, but I'm right. I don't like always being right. So we'd gotten 3 or 4 bucket loads with the TYM. We had the big piles over there, and then Gina filled up the mule. So we picked up quite a bit of debris, and we're still not done. We'll get this dragged out, and then we'll pick up anything that comes up after that, but it's gonna be nice. Look at the load Gina got. Sheesh. We better go dump that. And to think, back in the little house in the prairie days, they did all this stuff by hand and horses. Woo. We think it's a lot of work with all the equipment we have nowadays. I'm making a pile over here. Keep it all in one spot, and then we can move it with the tractor later. That's a good sized pile. This pile right here is from that side of the road. The stuff that we've picked up. So we've gotten a lot, that's for sure. Sheesh. It keeps growing. I like keeping everything in one pile, so that way we can keep looking back and seeing how much we've done. You don't think you've done a lot until you look at it all in a pile. It's gonna be nice looking back when this is all done and being able to say we did all that we could do ourselves. It feels good, guys. It's a big project, but step by step, bite by bite, it's coming along. nice to see that the grass on the other side's already starting to pop up. So down here it looks really good. I don't think we're gonna have to use the rake to smooth it out too much, but it's kind of dry on top. Like right here, it's wet underneath, but it's dry on top and cracking. So I don't know if our drag will do it good enough to get those cracks all filled in, or if we're gonna have to use the York rake and rake the whole thing. Whew, it's a warm one today. It's 91 degrees here in northern New Hampshire. Us northerners are not used to this temperature. In June, this is like our August highs. It's crazy. What do you think of that, Moose, huh? These temperatures are just nuts. I know, you want to eat. Here you go. How many eggs do you think? 12? I'm gonna say 8 because it's so hot out. They're gonna be slacking. Oh, Miss Silky. There you are. Go ahead, get in. Aw, she broke an egg.
Oh, man. 1,
3,
4, 5,
7.
8, 9, 10, 11.
You were close. There would have been 12,
Yeah.
but she broke one.
She broke one. Karen, that's not for you.
You peeps ready for your grain? Two, 3, 5, 7, 10. How many are you hiding? 13. So that makes for a nice even 2 dozen. I'll take that.
Going to make a cucumber pasta salad that I found on midwestfoodie.com. I'm gonna change a couple things, but basically I don't have coconut, or I don't use coconut milk. So I made homemade mayo and add a little bit of milk in here so it's creamy. So I'm gonna put that into my bowl. Do 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. There's 2. One, and then 1 tablespoon of oil, and we use avocado oil here. 1 tablespoon of that. And it's gonna be 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. It's coming out. Oh no! Hurry up. Here we go. I was afraid it wasn't going to come out, and it's coming out a lot. All right. 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. 3. And then a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper. And then dill. And this is fresh from the garden, so I don't have quite enough that the recipe calls for, but I just took what I could from the garden, so that's fun. Just give it a mix. So I'm just going to put my cucumbers in my food processor. I have the thin slicer blade on here. No, it's not cheese. I know, you get so sad. Sad to say, these cucumbers are not from the garden, but very soon, very soon. There's one that's pretty good size, I bet. I don't know, it could be tomorrow, who knows? Once they grow, they take off. All right. And then I have pickled onions. So the recipe calls for onions, red onions. I have some pickled onions that we did last canning season, so I'm gonna pull some of these out and put it in, so that should give it a nice sweet flavor. I'm going to add a little bit more onion just to give it a little bit more sweetness, and we have them. So, and you could use different, whatever kind of pasta that you have around. You could add other things in here if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to stick this in the fridge and then pull it out when it's time to eat. Hopefully everybody enjoys it. I think it tasted good.
And dear Lord, thank you for a wonderful day. Please bless this food to our bodies. Amen.
I'm glad we got everything raked out the way we did today. That soil was pretty hard packed in some spots. I'm glad we had the big tractor because the Kubota would not have liked it. A few times the tractor actually got stopped. The big one from TYM got stopped when we were pulling today. So I know the Kubota would not have handled that. So the TYM tractor came in perfect time. The air conditioning is the cherry on top. That salad Gina made for dinner tonight was delicious. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we do here at Lumnah Acres. So thank you very much. We enjoy taking you guys along on our journey with us. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video. It really helps. Share it, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres. Bye.